Good, damn it. Alright. Sorry about that. I could edit this out, but I'm not. I'm not perfect. And I don't want people to even believe that I'm near perfect. However, our imperfections is what makes us. It's not our perfections, it's not my politeness when I go out in the public, how I open the door for people and things like that. It's your imperfections that make you who you are. Anyway, do you know why governments want their cattle disarmed? Well, it's like this. They want you disarmed because they want all the power. They want the power to inflict whatever manner of brutality upon you they desire. And it goes for all the governments. Not just North Korea or China or Russia. It goes for England, France, United States, Canada. All these governments are basically the same. It boils down to control, right? We find ourselves in a position where some shit might go down in Virginia. 3 people have already been arrested. And I fear that this is one big setup. But I don't know. Because I'm not there. I'm not in the minds of these people. But basically, they do not want you to have recourse to inflict your own violence upon them when they've done wrong to you. Some years ago, my family went through a terrible tragedy over marijuana. The cops come to my house. They go in there. They tear the fucker apart, right? And then after they're done tearing it apart, they take pictures, and then they present these pictures to the court as if we were living like that, as if we had all of our shit scattered everywhere the way they scattered it. They stole things from us. Pills, money, our child, our children. So, we went through a bunch of stuff to get one of our children back, our youngest. We had to jump through a lot of hoops. And I was to the point at our last hearing where, one way or the other, I was going to get my daughter back. Whether it be through the court or through violence, I was getting her back. You see, I had the forethought of buying her a tablet attached with, that tracking device. Whenever the tablet was on, we knew where she was. We knew exactly where to go, who had her. And had we lost in that last court hearing, I was willing to do unspeakable things. And I have the skill set to do so. I had the resources to do so. It seems fate had something else in mind, because we ended up winning. It took a few months, but we ended up winning and getting our child back over a plant. They found nothing else in my body except for hydrocodone, which were prescribed to me, and THC. I wasn't on meth or heroin or cocaine or anything like that. And yet, they stole my family from me. They don't want you to have recourse when the justice system fails you. They don't want you to have recourse when officers beat you to near death. They don't want you to have recourse when the state inflicts all manner of brutality on you, whether it be theft, violence. They don't want you to be able to do anything about it. They want you to linger in anguish. That's what they want. You know, I feel completely disconnected from humanity. I do. I don't feel like I belong anywhere. I don't feel like I have anyone to talk to about the shit that I think about. I can talk to my wife, but she just thinks I'm a little more crazy than she thought. I have a good wife. I have a good family. We're all pretty good people. I don't bother anybody. I don't keep my yard trashy. I don't litter. I don't pollute other than my driving. I'm basically a pretty good person. If I see somebody that needs help on the side of the road, a lot of times I stop and help them. Not because I feel connected to them, simply because it's the right thing to do. But I do. I feel utterly disconnected from humanity, let alone the United States. People have this notion that you owe your allegiance to your country. And I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way at all. I don't feel like I need to be loyal to anyone who hasn't proved their worth. I mean, if you're in a personal relationship with somebody and they cheat on you, you forgive them just to have it happen again, you end up being a sucker, right? You wanted to believe that this person wouldn't repeat the same shitty action to you. Same thing. You no longer feel the need to be loyal to that person. It's the same thing with a country or a government or a people. I have no need to be loyal to anybody but the people who are worthy of this loyalty. Trust. So in that, the reason I feel so disconnected, because there's nobody in this world other than maybe my son, my daughter, my wife, that I can trust. Nobody. I am very isolated. I have a lot of time to read and think and wonder. I know I don't do videos from the heart very much. They're usually mechanical, about issues in our daily struggle for freedom. But I am tired of talking about these fucking cops when nobody is willing to do anything about it. I'm tired of talking about Donald Trump and Barack Obama and that fucking cunt Nancy Pelosi and the rest of the scum pedophile politicians out there when nobody is willing to do anything about it. At least I was willing to go that extra length when I thought maybe I wouldn't see my daughter again. At least not through the justice system. At least I was willing to inflict upon the motherfuckers who inflicted pain upon me, inflict upon them the same pain. Maybe even a worse pain. I was willing to inflict upon them my wrath. Do you have wrath? I'm a very wrathful person. Somebody pisses me off in a certain way, they get wrath. There's a comment in the comment section talking about how somebody was tougher than me because they must be bigger and stronger. And look, man, it doesn't take size or even strength, not the kind you're talking about, to be a killer. What I lack in size, I make up for in a lot of other ways. I was willing to go that mile. I was willing to die for my daughter. I'm not willing to die for my country because this country has not earned my allegiance. This country is filled with trash, both human trash and literal trash. Everywhere you look, there's fucking trash. And I can't feel connected to that. I can't feel obligation to anybody in this fucking shithole. Our crumbling shithole. We might be a modern society with some decent infrastructure left, but all that's going away. Here in South Carolina, if you buy a used car now, you get to pay a $250 tax. What for? To fix the roads. And that was their reasoning for the last tax hike, and not much has been done. Very little. It's like they go around with these fucking band-aids and patch these holes, and a few months later, them holes are right there back where they were in the first place. Where's all that money going? Why are we being lied to about everything? What are you going to do about it? It is your responsibility, just as much as it is my responsibility. Unfortunately, not many of us feel this responsibility to do anything. Nobody goes around and picks up the trash that's fucking littered everywhere. I can walk next door with my phone, and these motherfuckers that call themselves good people, and listen, you're not a good person if you have trash all over your motherfucking yard. You're not. You're a shitty human being. And if that's the way you're going to treat where you live, I mean, these people, when they throw their garbage bags and let the garbage spill out onto the ground, they're inviting rodents, pests, cockroaches. How am I supposed to fucking respect that? How am I supposed to feel connected to a nation of lazy, stupid motherfuckers when I'm the total opposite of everybody? I'm just saying. Are you one of these people? Do you have trash sprawled out all over your fucking yard? And when the wind blows, it goes into your neighbor's yard. You're not a good person. And if you're pretending to be, quit. Because you're not. If you fuck people over on a regular basis, you're not a good person. You're not. If you're encouraging young children to hang out with and indulge themselves in the drag lifestyle, you're not a good fucking person. You're a retard. The day of wrath is coming, and personally, I welcome it, because we have a nation full of fucking people who deserve just that. Wrath.